Hi everyone, it's nearly Halloween and I'm going to be turning myself into the one and only, the icon herself, Miss Christina Aguilera. First of all, I need to prep the eyelids with the Too Faced Born This Way concealer, and I really need to get rid of kind of the outline of my own eyebrows here, just because the main kind of statement of this look is those really thin eyebrows that Christina is really renowned for. In the early 2000s, I plucked my eyebrows down to virtually nothing, just so I could try and look a little bit like Christina Aguilera. Fast forward over 20 years, they're probably not looking that much better, to be honest. So if this trend comes back, guys, what I would urge you to do is do not follow it. If we go plucking with eyebrows this thin, mark my words, they will not be grown back to their fullest potential. But when I was 14 and 15 years old, nothing was stopping me from following that trend. So here we go. I'm starting out with the NYX brow pencil. I'm just following like the top of my real eyebrow line. And I'm going to bring it down just not that much further, just to keep them like the new look of the eyebrows like as thin as possible. They've also got quite like a triangled look when I've looked back at the picture of Christina that we're going by. So kind of like 3/4 of the way along, I've just made it into like a bit of a point at the top just to triangulate them a little bit. And I decided that that brow pencil wasn't dark enough. So I'm actually going in with an eyeliner pencil now. As you can see, just darken them right up. And then we're going to move on to that smoky eye. So I'm firstly using just a black colour. I think this was from the Makeup by Mario palette, like the darkest colour in there, the black one. Just a small dense brush, just kind of packing it on there, just on the eyelid, and taking it up to kind of the crease area. She was really renowned for having these kind of dark black smoky eyes, like constantly along with those thin eyebrows. So I really enjoyed creating this look. Just looking at that picture, going back to it, it kind of transcended into like kind of like a blue smoky in the crease. So I picked up a bit of a blue colour from the Carnival palette, and I'm just kind of blending that in like right into my crease, so it turns into kind of like a black into like a blue smoke rather than just pure black itself. And then it's just more of a transition colour that I'm just dusting on there, just with a flat MAC brush. I'd normally do a transition colour first, but with me just having paler skin, and the photograph of her is just so orangey and kind of, she's just really tanned. So I just wanted to add that colour kind of afterwards. And adding colour with an eyeliner right into that waterline. I don't think I've used an eyeliner in my waterline for about probably like 15 years, to be honest. And then I'm just smoking it out with like a really small peaches brush there. Now I picked this picture, this is like Christina Aguilera from like 2003, because she did originally have blonde hair, but then she did dye it like black, and I just thought with my hair being a bit darker, we'll try and get it as realistic as possible. I've just chose one of the pictures with black hair, and then we'll try and get the kind of the closest look we can. How long have I been smoking these eyes out, please? I feel like I've been taking a lifetime just to get them right. Oh, we finally got some lashes on. I think these are the Zara lashes from Prima Lashes. We're finally moving on to skin. So, as you can probably tell, I'm a lot paler than Christina Aguilera in that picture, or in general. I think she used to wear a lot of fake tan and have like quite orange makeup. So I'm firstly using the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter in the shade 3. It is so orange on my skin. It honestly doesn't even show the impact on the camera, like how orange this was in real life. And I couldn't go in with any other foundation other than the MAC foundation Studio Fix. It is in an NW shade, so if you know how orange these shades can be. I think I look quite alarmed by that. And again, I think the camera really doesn't pick up the orange of this. I mean, if you kind of look at my shoulders and neck, you can probably kind of tell, but I was so beaming. I was like a light bulb in real life doing this. It was quite funny. So just bringing it down on my neck there just as best as possible to try and get that blend, and really cutting out the eyebrows because they're so thin. I had to go in with like a smaller concealer brush for this. So at this point in today's world, I would have normally been using like more of a brightening concealer to really brighten up the under eyes and give a little bit of contour and contrast to that really dark foundation that I've just put on. Obviously, we're going back to early 2000s here. There was no such thing as contour. There was no such thing as probably concealer. The only thing I remember doing is kind of piling a load of bronzer like all over my face, to be honest. So that concealer was kind of more not matching the foundation, but it wasn't as bright as what I would normally use. And I am using a bit of cream bronzer there just to darken up those bits where I kind of needed to look the most orange, to be honest with you. This was all about like really darkening the face up and making it look as orange as possible, really. I can't believe kind of looking back at these pictures and the style of makeup that actually used to walk around school looking like this. Quite unbelievable looking back. And because it's now 2025, obviously have to set the face with some translucent powder, just going in there under the eyes and setting that all in under the chin, on the chin, and just on the forehead there. And then going in with, I think this must have been the MAC bronzer because it's one of the darkest bronzers I've got. It'll have been in the dark deepest colour. Just really, really bronzing and oranging up that face, really. Have I even mentioned why I'm doing this look as part of a Halloween look? It's purely because I love saying kind of the scary Halloween looks on other people and watching how they do it, but I just can't get away with it on myself, and I don't enjoy doing it and I don't like doing it. So I thought, what better way to celebrate Halloween than just turning my face into somebody else, basically. And I had loads of fun doing this. And that's despite what my face says in the video, because I've realised I look at some of these videos back that I do and I look like miserable half of the time. But I promise you, I did have loads of fun doing this. And maybe this is just my concentration face and I look like I'm just not really enjoying myself. But I promise you that I am. Ooh, a little bit of contour on the nose there. Who is she? We're just getting down now to like more of the nitty gritty final parts of the makeup. I'm going in with the Doll Beauty Boy Byliner, which I think I do change after I've kind of finished the lip because it actually wasn't dark enough. If we're going back to the picture, she's got really kind of dark defined lip liner on with it like kind of light pink in the middle. So you'll probably see us change that in a second. I've then went in and changed the gloss as well. This is the NYX Fortune Cookie gloss, so it just kind of really brightened up the lips just to give more definition of that lip liner on the outside. And I wouldn't be completing the look if I didn't do the curls that were on the picture that were in reference to. Obviously my hair is a little bit of a lighter brown, so we can't really get the exact match. But I'm curling big bits of the hair here because I didn't want it too clean cut. She does kind of have like more of like a messy kind of vibe going on, so I've kind of tried to mess it up as much as I can, as you'll see when we watch the rest of the kind of curls go in. And there we go, just completing off the curls just on the other side. And then after that I've done quite a lot of back combing and I have like messed up my parting, which you'll see in a second. There we go. And this is kind of the final look that we kind of came in with. Oh, there she is at the top there. And yeah, I just absolutely love doing this. It was so much fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please let me know what you all think. Is this a good match? Is it like for like? Clearly very happy with myself there, and I'll see you soon.